I don't know if this is a great angle, but I'm in my car and this is the best we can do. I have a couple updates for you guys. One is that I'm in sunny SoCal for the next few weeks. Leo and I decided to take an extended trip, get out of the cold, even though it wasn't really that cold in Chicago when we left. But we decided to take kind of a 6-week trip out west since we're both working remotely right now. God, this angle's so bad, I can't even see the camera. We're in LA right now. We'll be moving to San Diego this weekend and then heading to Palm Springs. Thought I'd do a fun little video doing some thrifting in LA. My past experience thrifting in LA has not been great because I feel like the stuff is really picked over. But I did some research, found some thrift shops that seem to be good. The other big update that I have is I got engaged. I know, it happened. I don't really talk about my relationship all that much on here, but my boyfriend Leo and I, or I should say fiance now, been together for 8.5 years, and he popped the question on Halloween, right before we headed out for this trip. So this trip was kind of a celebration of our engagement, which was so exciting. It's nice that even though this year has been shit on so many levels with losing my dad and this pandemic that we're all experiencing and kind of grieving just normal life in general, it's nice to have something to celebrate. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that that's happening. Now I'm gonna go into the thrift store. So the thrift store that I'm hitting up first is called Helping Hand. It's in the mid-Wilshire area, so pretty close to West Hollywood, which is actually where we're staying. So I'm gonna go in there. I'm parked in front. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for parking. This is I feel like such a rookie. I don't know how things work here. So I'm gonna hop in there and let's see how it goes. So I'm back in the car. I just had the weirdest experience. So I walked into that thrift store that I said I was going to. But I walk in with my camera and I always ask just to make sure, are you guys cool with me filming in here? It's for YouTube. I'm not trying to sabotage you or anything. And never have I had, in 95% of times I've asked that, nobody ever says no. Because they're great, free, it's free PR basically, right? So I walk in there and then I could sense the owner was kind of uneasy and weird about it. And I'm like, oh God, this is gonna suck. So she says no. So I'm like, okay, fine, let it slide. So I kept shopping and figured I'd just kind of recap what I bought when I got back in the car. I was going through their stuff. Their pricing was really, really weird. There were some pieces that were $300 and other pieces that were $15. Which didn't make any sense to me, so I thought that was bizarre. And then I found this cardigan that I really liked. It was kind of this a bright pink / orange, neonish, handmade crochet cardigan. I'm like, oh, this is really cute. I'm going to Palm Springs, I can wear it there. And it said it was marked down to $10. So I go to check out and the owner looks at it and she pulls the sticker off and she's like, this isn't $10, it's $38. And I'm like, there's a sticker on there that says it was $10. I didn't put the sticker on there. And she wouldn't budge and I was pissed. So I just walked out. I was like, all right, I don't want it. And I walked out. What a shitty ass experience. Do not recommend going to that place. I went to this vintage place that was right next door called Cannonball and Tilly, which is totally different, not a thrifting experience at all, but it was curated vintage pieces and they have really, really good shit, but it's expensive. Even still, just fun to go in there and get inspired. They had so many cool caftans, is that how you say it? You guys know what I'm talking about. Those very 70s dresses, patterned. They had a ton of kimonos, really, really cool pieces that you would expect to find when you're in Southern California. And I did buy something that I want to show you. Just one thing, so nothing all that exciting. It's these wool trousers. They're kind of like a stretchy material and they're in this beautiful brown, kind of rusted, very 70s brown color, which I love how it looks with a pastel, which is what I've been wearing a lot. And they're flared on the bottom, which is so freaking cute. So that's all I bought. These were not cheap. They were 80 bucks, but they're wool. I know I'm gonna get a lot of wear out of them. They're just comfy pants, sort of, that can look dressy, which is the best case scenario. So since this thrift haul was a bust, what I'm gonna do is take you guys along for my thrifting / vintage shopping trips in San Diego next week. So this video isn't just about one piece that I bought. So I will see you when I'm in San Diego, and hopefully I find some good stuff there and have a better experience. So wish me luck. I'm in San Diego, and as promised, I'm going thrifting, hitting up my first spot. So this is called Rock, hold on, let me see. It's like Rock Thrift, hold on. Rock Thrift Store is what it's called. So we'll see how it goes. It got good reviews. I honestly just like picked the thrift store closest to me. I'm staying in Little Italy area, which is so cute, by the way, and hoping that I find some goodies today. I'm like very much in the mood to like go and do some serious digging. So if I don't find anything here, I'm gonna hit up the next place because I got time. They didn't let me film in there, which is a bummer, but it's okay because I didn't find all that much. The place was like really clean and well organized, had everything sized out, categorized, so it was like a very pleasant shopping experience. Everyone there was super nice too. They just said that I had to like request for permission in advance to film, which totally understand, but I did find one thing which is pretty effing special, I think. I found this handmade crochet like neon orange sweater, like so 70s, and it will look fabulous with those brown pants I picked up in LA. I have like so many ideas in my head right now, but I just thought this was really special. And the fact that it's handmade, someone made this, and the band, so it's kind of long, but the band at the bottom like cinches in so you could pull it up. And it fits pretty well. By the way, before I forget, that sweater that I bought was 10 bucks. So pretty good prices. I think for a handmade sweater, like that's a steal. So very excited about this purchase. I'm going to hit up another store. I don't know where yet, but I'm gonna do some research and hit the road. So I just pulled up in the Goodwill because I figured might as well hit up a Goodwill, and it was like 2 minutes away. So I'm in the Goodwill at the Midway district, and I'm about to go in. Hopefully I find some goodness. I think for sure I'll be able to film in here because Goodwill doesn't give a shit. So at least I'll be able to take you along for the journey this time. Let's do it. Okay, so I want to show you guys what I've found so far. This little bomber jacket, it actually, check this out, has print in the inside too. Cute, but it's a size 2. We'll see if it fits. Other thing I found, this suede jacket. It's kind of long. It probably hits like mid-thigh. I haven't tried it yet, but I like the idea of it. So I'm gonna throw it on over what I'm wearing in a bit. And then the other thing I found was something I don't need, but it's this beautiful evening gown from Cachet in this pretty wine red color. It's a size 2 as well, so it probably won't fit me, but it's $20 and I feel like maybe it's worth taking the chance on. It's just so gorgeous. I'm gonna stew on it. I'm gonna keep shopping. I found a few other things. One is this Express. It's gotta be like early 2000s, I think, and it's got this metallic sheen to it. Super stretchy. I feel like I had one of these in high school, but I think it's just fun for the holidays and just as like a layering piece. So I'm gonna think on that. Also, this sweater. This is actually Juicy Couture, which Juicy is having a major comeback right now. I don't love gray. I'm kind of over gray these days, but this is kind of cute. And then I also found this pink Angora wool sweater, which I already have one basically exactly like this, so I think I might have to pass on it. But it's so pretty. I like want to buy it for someone, like a friend or something. They're kind of hard to come by, and the color is great, so I'll see if I want to keep it, maybe for my mom or a friend, so we'll see. Now I'm gonna try some of this stuff on in front of the mirror. Okay, I'm actually thrilled with how this one fits. It's a size 2, but it's kind of snug and it's really cropped, and I don't have anything like this. And it's got some shoulder pads going on. I'm obsessed. I think this one's definitely coming back with me. Let me show you what it looks like zipped up. I'm obsessed with it. Let me see how much it is. $8.99. This is the suede jacket. I think it's a bit too big, but the concept in theory, I thought it could work, but I'm not really feeling it all that much, but that's okay because there's a bunch of other things that I'm loving, particularly that bomber jacket I just tried on. Mind blown. I just walked out of Goodwill. I came out with one thing. I know I said I was gonna try stuff on, but their dressing rooms were closed. Like, duh, why didn't I think of that? I didn't get to try on the dress, which I'm not gonna pull the trigger on something like that without trying it, so I passed on it. I also passed on the Express shirt because another thing I need to try on, I wanted to make sure it was like super snug because I don't want it like loose in the waist. So passed on that. The only thing I ended up coming out with is, shocker, this bomber. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. I don't have anything like this. It's very Fresh Prince, I feel like. And it's just like a great thing to wear for the next couple weeks where I'm in California still. It's like a light jacket, really unique. I love how it looked with my coin necklace. I think I could wear it with some black jeans over a dress and some combat boots. So really feeling that jacket, and it was $9. So I feel like I'm crushing it today, even though I've only gotten 2 things. I've gotten 2 things that are like really, really special. I've started to get like really picky with what I bring home because I have so much shit. So I want to be selective about it. I want to truly love an item before I bring it back with me. So I think that's why my thrifting habits have changed over time. I'm finding myself leaving with less things, but like quality things that I'm very excited about. So that's all I got for now. I think I have one more store in me. I think I'm gonna do one more and call it a day. The last stop is Team Amvet's thrift store, which was on the way back to Little Italy. The parking lot looks packed, so I feel like there's a lot of people in there. TBD on whether or not they'll let me film. We shall see. With game on, this place is huge. I already found one thing that's potentially cool. It's a Liz Claiborne like oversized button down. I feel like it's very outdoorsy chic. I'm on the fence though, but I do like the color combo. To be cute tied up with like a pleated skirt or something. So I'm gonna hang on to it and think on it and keep shopping. I'm gonna talk really loud here because I wanna show you a couple things that I found and I'm gonna try on in front of the mirror right now. So first up is this Liz Claiborne linen blazer. It's like this cream color. The only thing is I have like 4 cream blazers, so this is so not necessary. But this one's like way nicer than some of the ones I have, so I really am considering it. It's also kind of like a darker cream versus like a more white cream, which is similar to the ones that I have at home. That's one of the finds, and I'll show you the other 2 that I found. I'm gonna try to talk over Material Girl. This is the other piece I found. It's like this oversized cardigan, and I thought the color was kind of cool, which is why I snagged it. It actually, the camera doesn't do it justice. It's like a lot brighter than it's showing up to be. I like it. I don't love it, partially because it's acrylic, and living in Chicago full-time, I want something that's a bit warmer. But it is really cute in terms of how it fits. And if I lived in California, like this would be perfect because you don't really need wool, you'd sweat your ass off. Acrylic is the way to go. Like this in theory, but not loving the material. Prefer something a little bit more high quality versus acrylic, so I think I'm gonna pass on this one. Last piece is this oversized blouse. It's got some shoulder pads, like a fun floral print. I love grandma vibes, but this is like a little too grandma for me, so I might pass on it, but the flowers were a little different. If maybe the base color was different, I would be into it, because otherwise I really love the shoulder pads and I like how it looks tied up. It's very like outdoorsy chic, but I think I'm gonna have to pass on this one too. I just walked out of Team Amvet's thrift shop. I didn't buy anything, which sometimes it happens, like that's how it goes. I think I'm done for the day. I got a couple things that I love. You guys can probably tell that I'm like extra picky as it relates to thrifting these days, just because, again, I have so much shit, so I have to be selective. It was just a fun experience, as it always is, discovering thrift stores in a new city. I found a couple of pieces that are effing amazing. I'd love to hear which one is your favorite. And that's it. I'm gonna wrap things up, head home, grab a bite to eat, enjoy the sunset, which is like happening right now. Thanks for coming along the journey with me. I know this is like such a long-winded video. It started in LA, now I'm in San Diego, but whatever. All good, thrifting, vintage shopping, fun. Love you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll chat with you in my next video. Bye.